I didn't want that. I didn't want that.
Does OSHA regulate sites that are in like secure locations, like where you need security clearance?
Yeah.
How do they get people in?
For what? You mean OSHA inspectors?
Yeah.
Yeah, OSHA inspectors get a clearance. Now, OSHA can't go, you can prohibit OSHA from going into sites that are security clearances or security areas. You can prohibit them. There is a way for OSHA to get in there. You just have to, I think you have to give the OSHA people the proper training before they can go in or something like that. But there is a way for OSHA to get in there. But if I came in and said, I'm an OSHA inspector, you can't prohibit me from coming in, okay? Until I get to a point that is identified as a classified area. And it has to be, I mean, there are areas that are classified only because of, you know, you're Ford and you don't want GM to see your new engine you're building, right? So it can be classified that way, and then OSHA has to sign letters and stuff. If it's like a government security clearance, then, you know, there's other avenues for OSHA to go through, but they have to meet the requirements to go in there that everybody else does. So OSHA guys have security clearances. So if you went in there and OSHA said, I need to go in this area, and it said, you know, a secret or a Q clearance required, and you said you can't go in there because you don't have the required clearance, and he pops this badge open and says, I have required clearance, here's this letter saying I have permission to go into these areas, you know, that are signed by the company, then you're going to look like a heel. So when OSHA gets there, the employer is going to say, okay, I have these areas, I need to know how we're going to address these areas, which ones you have clearance to go into. Don't try to stop him from walking in an area. Find out ahead of time where he is and isn't allowed. And you have to do, we're going to cover it in a minute, but you have to do a brief before OSHA makes an inspection. So we'll cover that in a second.
I found the drinking water one. It's under construction, 1926.51.
It's under construction. So 1926.51. How'd you find that so fast?
Typed it up in the
Scroll
search
through
over
it
the
slow.
top.
Oh, okay, that's something I didn't think about. What Mary did is she typed it up in the top. There's a search block in there. And I did search for different things. I just, when I was looking for the walking surfaces one.
It
But
says an adequate supply of potable water shall be provided in all places of employment.
and potable water doesn't mean bottled water. You guys know that, right?
Portable drinking water containers shall be capable of being tightly closed and equipped with a tap.
The only time I've ever run into where they had to provide bottled water is if your water has yeah, like out at the site they had pigeons crapping in the place where they got the water at, so it had E. coli in it, so they brought us bottled water. But do what? That was out the site.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
All right. So there's that most frequently cited is in the regulations. All right, OSHA standards 8. Bring out your topic number 8. There's 3 of them. Okay, how to read the OSHA standards. 8B is how to read construction, and 8C is maritime. That's 15, 17, and 18. Okay. If you look here, and I'm going to cover the OSHA, but general industry applies in a lot of places, or construction applies in a lot of places. General industry applies also. But I'm not going to try to get that to come up there. Under subpart D, we looked at walking and working surfaces, right? That's the subpart. It's different sections in OSHA. Okay. Under subpart D, you've got 21, 22, 23 different sections underneath. So it'll say down here, all the standards are 29 CFR, that means Code of Federal Regulations. The next one is a particular 1910, which is general industry. What Mary was looking at was 1926, construction. Okay? Then it has a section, .110. Now, .11 is not a subpart of .1. Some places it works like that. It doesn't work like that here. It counts numerically. So .110 is right after .109. Okay? Right? It's just counting. So don't get that confused. And then It talks about if 110 has multiple sections, they'll break it down into A, B, and C in parentheses. If B has multiple sections, they'll break it down into 1 through whatever. This one, in case this says 13. If 13 has multiple sections, the Roman numerals. And then they go back to letters, numbers, and Roman numerals again. So you might have, I mean, how many different, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different subcategories under 1910, okay? So you have to, when you look at them and you want to address them when you document them, make sure you get everything off there. Just don't go to 1910.110 and identify something that's covered way down here in one of these lower. Make sure you get all the required data off of it, okay? It talks about what they are where it says in italicized. For standards promulgated prior to 1979, italics are used to list the fourth set of parentheses. After 1979, a capital uppercase letter is used. So we're talking about over here on the, when you get to the last couple, if it's in italicized, it means it's prior to 79. Okay, but you can look at all these. If you guys go through and play with them, you'll find out. You'll realize how to use them. It's just, you know, everything that's in 1910B, A, B, C, and D, all are underneath 1910.110 on this example. Okay, so they all kind of apply in their own subset. You just have subsets of subsets of subsets, all as far down as you need to go. Okay? So what is the subpart for personal protective equipment?
Aye.
My mouse is tracking.
Aye. Aye, Captain.
I? Okay, I believe you. What is the subpart for machinery and machine guarding?
Oh.
What topic does 1910 subpart H cover?
Hazards and materials.
Okay, Dennis, thanks, man. Okay, B, construction. That's handout 8B. Fall protection, fire protection, and you guys can read through those, okay? Just look at them and see if you can figure out how to use them. Okay, all of it's covered on there. And it's all covered in the front. And why is this not working? Oh, the wrong mouse. 18C maritime. You got 3 that apply to maritime. Okay. What are the OSHA construction standards also called? 29 CFR 1926, right? What are the general industry standards also called? 1910. Yeah, 29 CFR applies, but some people shorten it to 1910. Okay. What are 29 CFR parts 19, 15, 17, and 18 referred as? Okay, good. You might see that one. OSHA inspections. Oh, man. I'm running out of gas here. The OSHA. Sorry. The OSHA Act authorizes OSHA compliant safety and health officers, those guys who conduct workplace inspections at reasonable times. They conduct inspections without advance notice, except in rare circumstances. Imminent danger. We'll talk about imminent danger. That's an important one. Anyone who tells an employer about an OSHA inspection in advance can receive fines and a jail term. So they're surprise inspections. The highest priority is imminent danger. That's when somebody's about to die. Okay? They can call up and say, hey, we got this, we're coming over to inspect, we think somebody's about to die. Okay? Man, I can't find the mouse. Okay, fatality, catastrophe, that's the second priority. Third priority, fatality and catastrophe is after it's happened. There's been something that's happened and then they go and inspect afterwards. Imminent danger is when it's about to happen. That's like precognition or whatever. Third priority is complaints and referrals. And it tells you a worker or worker representative can file a complaint about a safety and health hazard. Fourth is programmed inspections, and that covers industries and employers with high injury and illness rates, specific hazards, or other exposures. So that's the different priorities that are assigned.